Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Chris. I'm going to be replacing Ryan for play-by-play.
And I'm just Maurice and Strike Alpha, and I'll be here again. So.
All right, we're here to bring you Game 3 of Death Cap for Cutie against Marquette Esports. I'm very excited for a Game 3. I was hoping for one out of the MSOE Fear one, but we didn't get it. But here we go, Game 3. It looked like Death Cap for Cutie had a substantial kill lead on Marquette. I don't know what happened in the game, but they looked like they led very well.
Yeah, for quite some time they looked like they had a pretty substantial kill lead, but they only had maybe a 5,000 goal lead at that point.
Okay.
But at some point things started to take off, and they were consistently winning team fights, and there really wasn't much Marquette could actually do to come back from those situations.
Okay.
So.
It'll be interesting to see look back and see what went wrong, we don't really know, so this is just a clean slate for us as well. So we saw yesterday Marquette had a very interesting jungle tactics with a twisted fate from that first game. I wonder if they are going to do more strange jungle tactics, or if they're going to go back to what they are, more traditional jungler.
I don't know. In this last game, I know that they ended up playing Sejuani jungle, so chances are they might be a little more relaxed. Might want to go with something, again, like you mentioned, more traditional to kind of get things worked out. So you just have to see what goes on here. Yeah,
and all the credit to Death Cat for Cutie for forcing this to a Game 3 after going down 1-0. So.
Okay, so it looks like they're going to take a second to get going because Anivia had to go to the bathroom.
Okay, and Anivia is back in and out. All right.
Okay, that was someone else who had to go to the bathroom.
All right, so.
It's like bathroom breaks are really important. Really important.
Yeah, you don't want them in the middle of the game.
No.
So what do you think what do you think we'll see from Death Cap then? Since obviously, what did they play last game? If you checked in on that.
I know they had a Bard. I know they had there was quite a bit of They had Bard and Karma, and I believe Karma was actually really, really important in terms of keeping everyone alive in those team fights.
Interesting.
Her ult and shield. It shields, if you use her shield, it just shields one person. If you ult, then use that shield, it shields everyone and does damage to all the people around them.
So she must have been doing that often in team fights. That must have been their way they were fighting, or initiating almost, surviving those team fights.
Right.
So if that's the case, I wonder if she's going to be banned, or who. I also want to see what the bans will be for this game, what they were last game, if they'll change it all, because if that was the case, and it sounds like she was very impactful, then maybe that you ban a Karma here.
Right. And it also kind of makes me think a little bit more about the potential of a supportish mid. Because with champions like Lulu and Karma actually being really, really important in situations like that, I'm starting to wonder if whether or not maybe people might want to invest more effort into those. They'll keep their teams alive a little more often. It allows them to switch some damage to another role that might not necessarily have that role producing damage. So,
and also, even if they get behind, they have utility. They can, like Lulu, she gets behind, she doesn't care. She still can just ult to save someone, give them a shield, make them run. She still has a lot of utility, which is why she's a fairly strong pick in team settings like this.
Right. All right. So we got our first ban. It's Fizz. Reasonable.
Interesting. Okay.
Next ban is Silver.
We know that from our interview last night that Marquette really likes Sivir. They played every game with her. So Sivir